Alright, and we're back, and we're looking at some chart action for Roku. So this is a stock from the ARKK ARK Innovation ETF, and I wanted to go through and take a look at all the stocks from the ARK ETFs and each ETF and break each one down, starting with Roku. Before we start, consider hitting the subscribe button. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, so first we're going to be drawing the bottom trend lines. Let's do that real quick. So basically we'll look for the bottoms. So there'd be a bottom right here and a bottom right here, so we'll connect those lines. We can get the next bottoms, which would be this one, and then we can get the next bottoms, which would be something like this. So we got these trend lines running up, these support lines. If we break them, we can look for support at the next trend line. Alright, now let's draw the top. So I kind of am seeing this rising channel right here, right here, right here, and right here. Connect the lines on those spots right there. You get this top, which forms a channel. Alright, let's go into the smaller time frame first. Alright, so we'll basically do the same exact thing. We're going to do the bottoms, and then we're going to do the tops. We are currently in this downtrend right now. I'm expecting this to go maybe all the way down here. So if you look at the past, it's been running up and then kind of going down here and hitting this trend line down here. I'm kind of expecting a similar pattern, but we could also get this bottom trend line and move it right up here, connecting this bottom, and this bottom. What I'm thinking though is that this pattern is going to break down and come back in and get support down here. That's maybe a little bit bigger than I want it to be, something like this. And then from the triangle pattern, we would get this target. So from here, I think that there would be a correction down to around this orange line. The other thing, if we go into the 4-hourly and turn on the exponential moving average, this target comes down and lines up almost exactly with the red line. And if you look at the past, when the price goes into the red line on the 4-hourly, it catches support, and now it might come down and test it. This is just my theory. So hopefully we can get support on that if it breaks down. But the other thing I wanted to show you guys is that if you look at the moving averages right now, everything looks like it is on top of the moving averages, which is a good thing. 4-hourly, the price is on top of it, except it's really close to it. The hourly looks like it's getting a nice push up, but there's this resistance that's right here as well. Let's go into the daily. And the daily is on top of it. If we broke down below the daily, that might be a problem, but if you look here, the daily doesn't really stay. Let's go to the weekly. We'll see clear support on that moving average on this weekly time frame. So every time that it bounces into this weekly moving average, it just bounces off of it. Let's see if it could continue that trend. If it didn't, then we'd have this next trend line down here. Let's see what the monthly says. So this trend on the monthly is still moving up, but there is a way to fall down. I'm not sure what's going to happen in the long term. It looks in the short term pretty good, but I don't know. Maybe it'll just wick down and bounce back up. We'll have to see what happens. These are some of my targets, but let's get some huge targets. I would mark from the bottom of this wedge to the top of it, and then if we broke above this wedge, something like this, which puts us at around 578. I would do the same thing for the going downwards. If we broke down going this way, maybe a target of 317, somewhere around there. The other thing we can do is do a quick Fibonacci retracement tool. Let's clear everything out. I would be looking at 435, 446 for a bounce as well if you're going off the Fibonacci on just that one little pump. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. So yeah, those are just my opinions though. Hit the subscribe to follow this series and other stocks. It means a lot. But other than that, you guys have a great day.